Do you hold out hope for that liberal Pakistani? Can he still win against the extremist Pakistani?
I'm worried, frankly, in the sense that if in a free election, the religious parties don't win more than 10% or 12% of the vote. But there is a problem. Over the last 25-30 years, Pakistan has become the most weaponized society in the world. And these religious groups, not necessarily political parties, whether it is the Jamaat-ud-Dawa, the Lashkar-e-Jangvi, the Sipahi-e-Saiba, all these groups have got huge arsenals of weapons. They are bigoted. What is worrying to me, Sagarika, is generally these groups in ideological terms have been Deobandi or Wahhabi or Salafi. Salman Taseer has been killed by a fellow who is a Barelvi. And that is worrisome to me,
tradition.
that somebody from a Sufistic tradition has taken to this. I mean, Wajid may wish to ignore this, but Mariana is right. What is happening is that the good, honest, nice people of Pakistan, who really go back to the very founders of Pakistan, who were by and large religiously oriented but liberal individuals. Now, that is changing, and for this I entirely blame the Pakistan Armed Forces.
I was going to come to that. Where does the army stand?
The army stands in the following way. The army built up jihadi groups, the Jundullah in Iran, to create problems in Iran. President Ahmadinejad 1 week ago threatened Pakistan with reprisal attacks if Jundullah is allowed.
But now the genie has escaped from the bottle. They're unable to control them anymore.
Then in Afghanistan, the Taliban, the Haqqani group and so on, the Hikmatyars, and Lashkar-e-Taiba vis-a-vis India. Now, Wajid will deny this, but it's all on international record. The whole world knows that this is going on. What happened was, they thought these groups could be used outside. But when the Lal Masjid was attacked in 2007, that threw open a totally new genie, which was the Tehreek-e-Taliban.
Because it was the attack within.
Look, a Pakistan army officer, within 2 months of the Lal Masjid attack on 13th September 2007, enters the mess of the officers' mess of the Special Security Group, which is the elite commando unit trained by the Americans, which was headed by Musharraf, blows himself up and kills 19 officers in the officers' mess. Now, this is happening all across. So this radicalization arises, also one more fact, radicalization arises from the fact that literacy levels remain low, unemployment is a serious problem, and jihad is therefore profitable. Kasab came from a village where
as Fred Halliday said, there's a theological garb given to what is perhaps even a class war. Because
that is one aspect.
Liberals perceived as rich and westernized people.
The fundamental blame is the armies.
And the army unwilling to take on the jihadists. Let's get a word in from Wajid Shamsul Hasan. Respond to what G. Parthasarathy is saying. You're in denial. The fact is that Pakistan is now there's creeping anarchy.
What you always say, you always say that I am in denial. You always say that I am in denial. I've been telling you the facts. Pakistan at the moment is a hostage to a minority of terrorists.
But even Mariana Babar doesn't agree with you. But even Mariana Babar, who is in Lahore at the moment, in Islamabad at the moment, she doesn't agree with you.
She's an independent woman. After all, Salman Taseer did raise his voice. After all, Salman Taseer did fight these terrorists, and so others in the country. I'm sure the civil society, and all right-minded people will join hands, and they have got to join hands to fight.
Wajid, we admire the likes of you. We admire the likes of Salman Taseer. All I am saying is the country has been pushed to in a certain direction by army, by which these armed groups are holding sway. That is the reality. I've talked to your own friends, my own Pakistani friends, and they tell me the Lashkar-e-Jangvi is running around killing Shias.
Let me correct you. Let me correct you. Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State, United States of America, in a congressional committee confessed that Pakistan today is reaping the harvest of the seeds sowed by the Americans. So we are reaping the harvest of the seeds sowed by the Americans.
But who will
during
take
General
these
Zia's
forces
time,
on?
General Musharraf's
But
time.
no, Mr.
And we are
Hassan,
just
who will take
democratic
these
government has
forces
been-
on? If it's not going to be the army, if the liberal elite is emasculated and has almost given up on the country, if the jihadists are armed and making inroads into the populace, who is going to take on the jihadist groups? Who's going to challenge them? Who's going to hold them accountable?
Well, people will have people will have to take them on. Government is taking them on. We have killed it, Sawat and Malakand areas, and we are doing our best to do it at other places, and we'll continue to do that. And we will not give up unless we clean the country of these elements.
Okay, let's take a short break at this point. And let's take a short break at this point and try and get a response from Mariana Babar, who's on the ground there in Islamabad, to the ambassador's words. After